picture, but we're gonna make it work. And I need some light. I'll be back. Ooh. Hey. I'm shredding junk mail. That's the the mess you hear in the background. Hey Dexter. I did. Look at this. But... All right, I'm coming, guys. I'm coming. Let me just finish this last batch. I thought it would take longer for you guys to get in. All right, that's everything. I have a lot to talk about. Hi guys. Let me try to do the questions from my computer because it gets a little hard for me. Let me make sure this is on mute. Right? Okay. I'm sorry. I should have been set up before I came on. Okay. So how is everyone? All right, let me scroll back up and see what everyone had to say because I was over there doing something. Long time no see. I know. I figured I got home from getting my nails done and I was like, you know what? I haven't gone live in a very long time. Let's go live. It's Friday. You know, people are getting off work. Some of y'all may be on your way home from work. What? Some of y'all are funny. Okay. What's up, Trinidad? Dane Archibald. Okay, so I keep seeing, and I came on for no reason. I don't have anything like, you know, let me not say no reason. I came on to say hi, of course. But I don't have like any announcements or anything like that at the moment. But I see questions about my injury. Okay, I guess I kind of told a small lie. An update will be coming about that, but I don't want to. Yeah, I'm making a video about that, or I've made a video. It just needs to be edited and then posted. So you will get the updates, but I guess I could tell you I am coming along. I've said before, I'm not where I would like to be. I need to stop because when I move can y'all see that it's like jiggling? Oh, but I don't like this frame. Let me fix that. Yeah, that's better. It's coming along. I'm progressing. Yeah, I'll be back on the track soon. Oh, Pierre, congrats. That's what's up. It went away. Someone asked, is this one brooch or two? It's two in the name of extraness. I almost never wear one brooch. Sometimes I even wear three. I got these from Banana Republic. Actually, my entire outfit today is Banana Republic. This sweater that I have on, it's kind of chilly in Austin today, so I put this sweater on. My jeans are Banana Republic, and my two brooches are Banana Republic. What else? What's going on with you guys? Help me get a coach. I'm not sure how I can help you get a coach. Where do you live? Where do you need a coach? Coming back from an injury, scared about running again. That's natural. It's natural, and I'm gonna say trust whatever trainers or physical therapists, doctors that you have. Trust that plan, and then take it day by day. Don't rush things. Take your time getting back into the swing of things. Gabriella Bates, when did I start my YouTube channel? I started it. Oh, I just noticed that my lipstick is a little uneven. My Cupid's bow is a little uneven. I probably started the channel in like 2015 or like early 2016, and then I got active right after the Olympics in 2016. So it's been roughly 2 years and some change. Aaron Cope, I don't believe that you need to put in mileage for the 400. Or at least be clocking it per week. I don't think that's necessary. Okay. Oh, you guys are asking each other questions. I love that. How do you balance the weight room with the track? How do I balance the weight room with the track? First and foremost, my strength coach and my track coach are in constant communication. So they both know what it is that we're doing on the track. I would say naturally my track coach has like the overall say, and then my strength coach tailors his program to what it is that we're trying to accomplish on the track. And then the second part of your question, I'm in the gym 3 days a week and I'm on the track 5 days a week. And I personally like to go to the gym before I go to the track, because I feel like getting my gym workout in before going to the track. If I do my gym workout after the track, I'm not going to have a good session. So it's just, and typically my strength coach does my strength workout in preparation for my track workout. So they kind of go hand in hand that way. Hope that answered that question. So Matt, Daisy, and Chrissy, I feel like your questions both kind of go hand in hand about, training by yourself, motivation, ideas. I'll be the first to admit, it takes a lot of discipline to train on your own. And that is one of the weaknesses that I know that I have. Like, it would be easy for me to say, I'm just going to do it tomorrow. Also, when I'm training with a coach or training with a training partner, I tend to train harder. So, I mean, if you can try to find an accountability partner, like, I think it's just the way to go. Like, even if it's someone that you have come out like a few days a week, or someone that you're even just communicating with and you're telling them like what you're doing, and they're kind of, helping to coach you through, guide you through. But it's really hard to try to train on your own. Ooh, Gabrielle, I've never gotten that question before. What was my favorite 4x4 team that I ran with? let me think about that and come back to that one. I don't know if I have a favorite. Like, each experience has been different. And different, obviously, because, you know, the teams change. I mean, I guess for obvious reasons, Rio would have to be. Yeah. All right. Somebody's already about to get blocked. Wait, you guys are, the questions are coming in so fast. Hold on. First of all, let me block this person who's being rude. Oh, okay. Thanks, Pierre. When did I start running? I started running when I was 9 years old. That was 1996. Pierre, I have not seen The Hate That You Give. I do want to see it. Last week for date night, we went to the movies and we saw Nobody's Fool. But we need to go see The Hate That You Give. Maybe we'll go see that tomorrow. There were some questions back up here. Oh, you guys are talking to each other. Can you give away another pair of spikes for the 12 days of Christmas giveaway? I will definitely do a pair of spikes. However, I am running low because I've done so many giveaways. So I don't know that I have to go look through my stash. I don't know that it'll be a pair that I have worn, or maybe just a pair that, you know, Under Armour has recently come out with. We'll have to figure out. I'm behind on life though. Like, I really need to get going on planning my 12 days of Christmas giveaways. Okay, moving on. Crizzy, I will try to check your music out. Do you have any advice on recovery? Some days I just feel like I can't get any pop when running. My first piece of advice regarding recovery is that recovery is just as important as your training. So if you're not taking the proper recovery in between workout sessions, races, your workouts it's going to be counterintuitive. Like, they're just not going to work together. So recovery is everything from your nutrition down to the way you sleep, your sleep patterns, and yes, your off days on the track. You know, even, or not even so much your off days. Some days on the track are actually recovery days. There are some days that we go to practice and we call them active recovery days, and they're strictly meant to get blood movement and you know, flush, you know, your legs or whatever. But it's not meant to be a strenuous day. It's meant to be a day that helps you to recover for what's coming. Because normally if we have a recovery day, it's because something crazy is coming the next day. Okay, Pierre, I thought you got him out of here. Let me fix that. You should get a dog or a cat. I do have a dog that I gave to my mom. And Will and I are talking about getting another dog. Right. Like, I don't understand, Alex. Like, some people just have nothing better to do with their lives. All right. Let me see. Oh. All right. Gabriella, what's my favorite event? My favorite event, of course, is the 400. And my favorite song, I don't know. It changes. Right now, I'm loving Travis Scott's album. So I like Sicko Mode. Yeah, I don't know what else. There's another song on his album that I really like. It's the song right after Sicko Mode, actually. Yeah. What are my wedding colors? Have I shared that yet? I don't know if I wanna. I mean, that might not be that big of a deal. I guess I could share that. Our wedding colors are rose gold, blush, and navy. Ooh, Matt Daisy. Kudos to you. That's what's up. Sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do. I strained my hamstring a month before, not even a month. It was like 3 weeks before the Olympic trials. So I went into the 2016 Olympic trials not totally healthy, and it was one of those things that, like, that week when it happened in a race. Oh my God, where was I? I was in Europe. I can see the race in my head. I remember the race. It was in Stockholm. I don't remember where I was, but I got hurt. Literally flew home the next day, flew to my doctor, stayed there for like 4 or 5 days to get treatment, and was like in heavy treatment. And naturally, I mean, it was like 3 weeks before the trial. So my training cycle, like that last week, we were definitely planning to go hard, but up at that point, you're beginning to taper and, you know, come down for the trials. And when I got to the trials, I was still I felt a little something, but you got to do what you got to do, and it's like mind over matter. And it was literally round by round. By the time I got to the final, I forgot that my hamstring was bothering me, but I had to, because I had to do what I had to do. So it's not always the best to compete when you're injured, but there are instances where you got to do what you got to do. You like my highlighter? Thank you. I pulled out a Old Faithful, but I'm playing in some things. So, how did I meet my fiance? I'm gonna let him answer that. When we ever find the time to film, we've been saying for weeks, for months, we're gonna film, but we've known each other for a very long time. Probably about 8 years. 8 years, yeah. Ooh, Denzel Hines. Considering the length of your career, how do you continue to motivate yourself? That is a great question. I think that question goes hand in hand with like what my why is, which changes like all the time. So I think you have to find the meaning in why you do what you do. And once you find that, then that's your motivation. So, and you have to be willing to change with those things. But once you no longer have those motivations, then it's time to, yeah. Thanks, Pierre. I'm loving my hair too. I'm having fun, my little wash and go fro. Gabriella, come on, girl. Under Armour. What? Oh no, not stop trying to be God. I touched the table again. I'm sorry. Dynasty Frank, I'm watching a lot on TV right now. So I'm watching Greenleaf. When I get off here, I'm getting off I'm going downstairs to rewatch this week's episode. I'm watching Greenleaf, Housewives of Atlanta, Married to Medicine. Married to Medicine to me is actually like, I think they're actually better than Housewives of Atlanta. I can't believe I'm saying that, but yeah. What else do we watch? I would say those three things. Every day I watch The View and Wendy Williams. I don't know if those aren't really considered series, huh? Those are talk shows. But yeah, I watch those every day. And then I watch a ton of Netflix with my fiance. We watch a bunch of documentaries and that kind of thing. Shot Diva is doing amazing. She is preparing for her nuptials, for her wedding. Robert Twarney, Robert Twomey. I hope I said that right. Why does going out hard in the 400 work for me and not for others? I don't really know. It's my race plan. That's a science question that I'm not versed enough to answer, but it's a similar thing to like speed versus strength and 100 versus 200 runners. There are 400 runners who are more strength-based than speed. I am more speed-based than strength, meaning, so as a speed person, I have to use my speed up front because if I don't, I won't have it at the end. And there are people who are strength people and they have to use their strength at the end. I don't really know how else to answer that. But yeah. Or at least I hope that answered that. Alex, there's no other sport that I would have gone pro in. Man, Greenleaf was lit. That's why I got to go back down there and watch it again, because I'll be like, I want to get all of the details. Like, I don't like to miss things. My fiance, he like watch something and then he'll delete it and I'll be like, no, I gotta watch it again. He's like, I don't understand that. Nah, I need to catch the deets. I know, I gotta so I'm getting my life together. I'm getting Tea Time back on schedule. I'm also launching a podcast. I know I'm just doing so much. So yeah, I'm gonna get Nelvis back on here. Morlake, Corey. There's so much to catch up with all of those people. A USA bag for the 12 days of Christmas. Okay. I think Will would like that because he's like, you need to get rid of some crap. So he'll probably appreciate that. Oh yeah, I like Queen Sugar too. I haven't really been, is that season still on? Like, I know I missed the last few episodes. Yes, I do watch Power. Kobe, yes, someone did ask about my recovery and I said it's going well and there will be a video. Yeah. There'll be a video coming about that. What would I talk about on the podcast? It will be very similar to Tea Time. But I would like to tackle broader. I don't want it to just be track-based. Like, I want to talk about women in sports, period. So think along the lines of like what happened with Serena and Osaka at the US Open. So like the current hot topics in sports. King Frederick, I'm so glad that you asked that. No one asked about my makeup. Someone complimented me on my highlight. Lashes are doing great. Actually tomorrow, which is kind of why I want to rest up today. Tomorrow I'm shooting the promo for our Black Friday sale and Christmas. So, and I am testing new products to add to the collection. So that is why someone asked me earlier, and I was like, yeah, I'm playing around with some things, but it's on my face, but I won't tell you what it is until I launch. um, Favorite championship. That's like another like favorite relay question. Oh, to me. Okay. All right. Thanks. um, yeah, I don't know that I have a. I mean, I guess I'm gonna say 2013 for obvious reasons because I won. I don't know. That's a hard one. Pierre, I have several businesses right now. Like I'm doing the most. I literally I had the conversation with Will a couple days ago because I haven't like been cleared to train, but I've been going out to practice for the purposes of like, okay, I got to get back into being athlete first. And it was a blessing in disguise, you know, being injured this year or having to take time off, because it did give me the time, the mental bandwidth to pour into my other passions. So, you know, I started my makeup line, I started my foundation. So I've had the time to work on those things, but now that I'm like, okay, I'm getting back into training, I have to be athlete first. So it's going to be interesting to see how, you know, these things fold out, because I am passionate about these things and I am very mindful that I cannot run for the rest of my life, and retirement is coming very in a couple of years. So I'm, you know, doing these things with, you know, my passions in mind, but also the fact that, you know, I'm going to have to move on someday. So I want to have my businesses up and running before that time comes. So yeah. Any more house to home videos coming? Absolutely. I have a ton of content on deck. Most has been edited. It just needs to be posted. And I'm on a weekly schedule. Oh, you know what? You guys can give me that feedback. Do you want I right now I post on Wednesdays. Do you want more than one day a week? Do you want 2 days a week? Or is there a particular day that's better for you guys? Let me know. Pierre, I was just being funny. No need to apologize. Who's pulling up in my house? We got these cameras on our house, y'all. So every time, like, I get a notification, like, there's motion, there's this. So the challenge with Wednesday, so here's the thing, guys. I'm trying to give like a variety of content, that being from the makeup, here I am, to my training, to tea time, so sometimes when I'm just in like house to home, then you guys want to meet Will. So sometimes with the weekly posts, and like when I look at the what's the word, the impressions or the insights, like how my videos are doing, like I definitely see what you guys want to see, but I do want to share, you know, there are other things that, like I said, my passions that I want to bring. So sometimes when I share certain things for the week and I see that like that didn't do as well, I want to post something else in that week, but I also have to pace myself. At one point I was doing videos 3 times a week, and it was just that it was just too much. So I had to fall back. Maybe if I wasn't training, and I do have help with the editing, which truthfully speaking, the editing really is the hard part. So I think I possibly could move up to 2 days a week, but 3 was just too much. But I've caught up on my content. That I have done. It's just now you guys just got to be patient to see it. I have super chat on here. What does that mean? I don't even know what I got. What you talking about? Tuesday and Thursday. Yeah, we can play with that. Doing a mukbang? What is that? Love the color of your lipstick much more than the usual bright red. Thanks. Oh, you can send me money? How does that work? Why would you be sending me money? I need more. Which, you know, interestingly enough, that is something, like, if I'm honest, when I'm like, as a new entrepreneur, pitching things and, like, you know, some things I do need funding for, I do need help. It's interesting because it's like asking for money. It's something that makes me uncomfortable. And I'm making myself vulnerable here because I'm like, I'm 32, but my entire professional life I've had an agent. So, you know, yeah, I can tell him like, no, I feel like I need more money than that, or that's not good enough, or, you know, but being that person that's actually like going in and negotiating, and that has definitely been something that is stretching me and making me like, it's putting me in an uncomfortable place. So, yeah, I need more of an explanation of what that mukbang thing is. Oh, hell no. You know, my mom actually said something like that. My mom said something about that. What? Hell no. No, I'm good. I'm good. So you guys want to listen to me chew and eat food? No, I'm good. Right. It's weird. My mom and my brother watch them. They do. But you know what's crazy? Some of those channels, they have millions of followers. Like, millions. Like, I'm good. I'm good, love. Enjoy. Right, LaShawn, I'm good. Enjoy. Serafina, I'm glad you're happy to see me. I'm happy to be here. I definitely was, did I make the On the Run tour? No, because I went to On the Run 1, and so I didn't feel like I need to see On the Run 2. I'm not a Beyonce. I'm probably more of a Jay-Z fan than a Beyonce fan now that I think about it. But no, it wasn't one of those. I'm honestly, I'm not really a concert person either. I've been to a few concerts in my life. But I'm not someone that's like, oh, so and so is performing, I need to go. Like, yeah. So no, I didn't see that. How long do I eat? How long do I wait to eat before running a race? Honey child, you shouldn't eat less than 2 hours before a race. However, that thing is it's interesting. Some people are different. Some people, and not some people, some events are different. Like for me, if I'm running the 400, I don't have appetite because I'm nervous as hell. I gotta force myself to eat. But if I'm running the 2 or the 100, I can eat all day. I can eat up to my warm up. Like, so yeah. Hey, Ashley. I know, because I didn't say anything. I got home from the nail salon and I was like, you know what? Let me just get on live real quick. So here I am. But you made it. You came through. I'm going to hang out for a little bit before I go. So, oh yeah. Oh yeah. Have you ever had trouble with gaining or losing mass? It's so hard for me to adjust my nutrition because my weight fluctuates a lot. So I don't have the problem with gaining mass. Like, I mean, I guess it is a problem, but I make this joke that if I look at the weights, I bulk up. That's just my body type, my prototype. Like, as soon as I start lifting weights, I get buff. So that is where nutrition and hydration is key. Like, and no matter how much you're training, you can, bulk up. And that's why I have to be strategic about who I train with, who my strength coach is. I remember a few years back, I was with another trainer before I got with Bruce, and I was getting huge, like huge. And I was big, but my body mass, my body fat percentage was like, I was in the single digits. I was like 6 or 7%. And when I got that low, they were like, yo, go home and eat a burger. Like, but I remember getting into it with them because I was like, yo, I'm getting way too big. Like, y'all gotta come up off me with these weights, because I was in there lifting heavy weights. And they were like, but it's muscle. And I was like, yeah, but it still weighs, and I have to carry that for 400 meters. Like, yeah, it's key. Your trainer has to know what they're doing, and your nutrition is a big part of that. I know my hair is growing, right? I did like a little length check in the airport yesterday, and I was like, oh snap. And I would say like the last month and a half, I just got back on my vitamins. I'd like to take a little break sometimes. So I haven't been taking vitamins. So I was happy to see that my hair is growing. Oh, I missed y'all too. Oh, I don't know. I don't have any like new exclusive stuff right now. Okay, girl. Well, get home from work safe. I'm ripped as hell. You know, what's funny is right now I feel so soft. Like, I just, and as an elite athlete, I know that I look at myself in a different lens than, but yeah. Hey. Thank you. 2016, I was on. I don't even know if I want to share this. I have never been in a fight, y'all. So I don't know about that. I look strong and I am strong, but I don't know what would happen if somebody tried me. I sat down to write this check. See, this is how much I was planning on coming on live. I sat down in my computer to pay some bills, write some checks. I miss his Pick 6 TD dances too. I am from New York. Some of those items on Poshmark don't fit me no more though. Catch that tea. Your core strength is very important for running. Almost everything starts from your core. So core strength is incredibly important. Do I do abs every day? No, probably about 4 or 5 days a week. But so I guess that is damn near every day. But yeah, New York girls are known for having hands, but we don't know if I got hands. We don't know about that. Hi, Tracy. Alex, that takes time every day. It's one day at a time. One day at a time, going through rehab, strengthening, all of the above. One step at a time. but you'll get there. What do y'all think about this lipstick? This is different for me. I don't think I have anything like this in my collection. What made me want to run the 400? Because I was told to. I started out, when I was 9, I started out as a 100, 200 runner. But when I started out, they were like, yo, you're a quarter miler. You are not a 100. I'm definitely, well, let me not say I'm definitely not, because I actually wanted to break 11 seconds before I retire. But yeah, it was just kind of determined that my specialty would be the 400. Thanks, Pierre. Anthony, I'm not sure when I'll be in Boston. Yeah, that's too far ahead for me to say. What's this for? Yeah, I eat junk food. What do you think this is? But definitely not every day. Cheat meals. I try to eat good throughout the week, and then on the weekend is when I have my fun. But even then, like you can't go crazy, because then one meal on the weekend can throw your whole your whole good week away. So Natasha is a meal. You funny. Yeah, man. Cocktails. Wine is my weakness. I ain't even gonna lie. You know you have to dress unlike some of your track and field. I don't understand what you mean by that. I believe it. I've seen Tyson eat. I believe it. I have been in the village with him. McDonald's every day. I believe it, child. Somebody tell me what's today's date. Today's the 11th? The 11th. It's the 11th month. Today's the 9th. Was there any other colleges that I considered going to? I visited USC, South Carolina, UCLA, University of Texas, and Maryland. Yeah. Where's Sharika? I don't know. Sharika's at home, I guess. Sharika's in her skin. My favorite racetrack venue? I don't know. I gotta think about that. I don't think I have a favorite. Track is a track is a track to me. Yeah, I've never been that. You know how you hear some people say, oh, the track was so bouncy. The track was... Now, I can feel when a track is done for. When it's like, okay, you need to resurface this track. Like, it's baked. There's nothing left in it. Like, but track is a track to me. They all the same. All right. Straight vibes. I'm gonna definitely bring Sharika back on here. I'm gonna hit her up and see when she's available. Oh, okay. Pierre, I'm not joining in the mess. It's so quiet at your place. Wendy is already worried about the killer. I know it is quiet, huh? But I had to make sure it was quiet because I got flagged for copyright in infringement one time. So I make sure my lives are silent. All right. That's the only bill I had to pay. God is good. Boy, don't be in a rush to grow up, y'all. Taxes and bills, they suck. Like physically, what is it? Tomok, I'm not sure I understand what you're asking me. What happens? What happens when you get older and you can't run as fast? Like physically, what is it? You get older. I'm not sure. Yeah, that's just a part of life. As you get older, you kind of you peak and then you come back down. Alex, I do that at meets. So like if I'm home here in the States, no. We train at the same time every day. Unless, coach has to make some change because we have a doctor's appointment or something like that. But otherwise we train the same time. But say like world championships, the Olympics, we're in like a completely different time zone. We did this in Rio. And I remember doing this for Moscow. Like if our first round is in the morning, we'll make it a habit to train in the mornings because you want your body to get adjusted to that time zone and being able to perform in that time zone. So yeah, we absolutely do that. Yeah. And Pierre, listen, and I live in Texas. Property taxes is crazy. Thanks, Calvin. Denzel Hines, do you get more nervous for the U.S. trials? Yes. Yes. I hate. Do I have lipstick on my? Sorry. I hate saying this because I feel like sometimes it kind of sounds bad to say, but U.S. Nationals is the toughest. It's the toughest meet that I can't. Yeah, it's harder than it is. But you know what it is? It's a couple of things. It's number one, the competition is just tough, but then there's also like you gotta make the team. You gotta be on the team. And then when you get to Worlds or the US, I mean the Worlds or the US, Worlds or the Olympics, it's still a tough competition. And then now it's like I got to get on the podium, but it's also like, but I also went through all of that at the US trials that now I got to bring myself back up to that place or even better to make the podium. So, but I will say that US trials, I do get more nervous than I do at the Olympics or Worlds. When I get to the Olympics or Worlds, I'm like, I'm nervous, but I'm more like, oh yeah, let's go, let's do this. No, I don't listen to the only little Boosie song I know is does he sing that Independent song? INDE? Yeah, that's probably the only Boosie song that I know. When she was my age, by the time she was my age, she was retired. The question Pierre asked, who would win if your mother and you raced when she was your age? My mom stopped running when she was 22. She had me when she was 23. So I guess when she was 22, that's when she stopped running. But I will say that up until I was probably about 13 or 14 before I could finally beat my mom. My least favorite thing about running is training. Yeah, that part. How's recovery? Recovery is coming along. Videos coming about that. I don't want to say too much. How long are my endurance runs? What do you mean by endurance runs? I mean, I used to do like 15, 20-minute runs, but I don't go over 20 minutes. Um, First and foremost, your glue has to be good and your application has to be good. Um, and that's why, um, another reason why I sell the type of lashes that I do. Um, these lashes, which actually I need to record another video on that because I cleaned these. I have worn, so first of all, my lashes are meant to be worn up to 25, maybe 30 times, depending on how you take care of them. I've worn these lashes probably about 20 times. I'm coming up to the 25 mark. And yeah, they rocking with me. So I think it's, picking a quality lash as well as glue, hint, hint, by my lashes. But also, if I'm honest, I don't train in my lashes. I definitely compete in them, but I don't train in them. Have I ever thought about quitting track? Absolutely. Yes. Yes. Would I ever run the 800? No. What do I think about Georgianne Moline doing the 800 for indoors? Isn't she a 400-meter hurdler? I think she and her coach have a plan, and she's apparently bought into whatever that plan is, and that's all that matters. Because I used to, a few years ago, when people used to ask me that, I used to be like, let me tell you something. The day someone tells me that I have to run the 800 to like have my career, I'm retiring. I'm no. Mm-mm. No. No. Heck yeah, I would do a tea time with Deja. New York in the house, of course. Deja's sweet. I feel like there's like this thing that like we don't talk to one another, like, and I mean like track overall, like, nah, I would definitely, especially the younger ones, Deja, Kaya, not Kaya, Kyra. Why did I call her Kaya? Yeah, like I would definitely do. Sorry, I was trying to read a notification. Yeah, I am for real. Yes, definitely do one with Sydney for sure. Do faux eyelashes thin your real? Oh, do faux eyelashes thin your real eyelashes? I was like, at first I was like, what are you asking? Okay, I get it. That's maintenance and application. They can, but if you do them properly, they shouldn't. Boy, stop. New York is the best. Gabriella, I was 9 when I joined a team, but I've been running for as long as I can remember, and both of my parents ran track, and my mom used to take me to the Colgate Women's Games in New York, which is where my coach, who then coached me all the way through high school, found me. And my dad used to take me to practice when he was a coach at their alma mater, so there's that. Whose sister do you like? Whose sister? Sydney is fine. She's gorgeous. She's very, very pretty. Richard, where have you been, Richard? Yes, I'm going to 2020. That is the plan, to go to 2020, to retire after 2020. Like, yeah. I love the bank track. Oh, Tumac, I'm sorry. She should definitely start, learning the fundamentals in form. That was one of the first things where, like, thank God my coach had an eye, because before he got me, I was a hot mess. And to this day, there's still things in my form that like I don't have the best form. Like my backside mechanics is atrocious. But you know, I was incredibly flat-footed and just it was just bad. And my coach took me for a couple of weeks, taught me some drills, cleaned that up, and boom, I was winning races. So yeah, learning the fundamentals early on is key. Edmund. I'm not married, I'm engaged. But I ain't waiting for nobody. I don't wait for nobody. Thanks, Calvin. I sprint 19. I love the armory too. Alex, y'all crazy. Didn't have a women's 4x one team, but in 2016 our women won bronze, and in 17 our women won silver, and our men won gold. I'm wondering how you Americans see British sprinting coming along. You're wondering how you Americans see British sprinting coming along. We see it coming along as competition. Like, I'm not sure. Like, we see it coming along as like we gotta prepare for, you know, who it is that we're up against, you know, who we're running against. But I don't know, the way you framed the question, it was almost like we're recruiting athletes from Great Britain or something. But it's like, I don't know, maybe you need to reframe, and maybe I'm just reading it wrong, but that's just how I read it. Like, have we been to Chicago? I don't think we've been to Chicago. Did I do middle school track? Yeah. I mean, I didn't run for my school until I got to high school, but yeah, I ran through middle school. Yes, they are good and competitive. Yeah. Richard Bonsai. I answered that question earlier on, but what keeps me going, that it changes from time to time, and I think that it's important that you identify your why and allow that to be your motivator. Natasha, 4th seems to be our lucky number. I'm gonna need to see you on that podium 2020. I've come 4th once. Well, I mean, I guess now 2013, I moved up to 4th. So, all right, okay. Do I know all 50 states? I probably know like 45. Do I have any records at my high school? Yes. Denzel Hines, what's your take on the IAAF's new rule on testosterone levels in some women's event? The only thing that first of all, let me say, I don't know the rule 100%. I just know that it only applies to some events, like the way you asked the question. And I do think that if there's going to be a rule, it needs to apply to everyone. Yeah. So that's my thought on that. Yeah, of course. Bryn, yeah. But the thing with the relays is, how do I say this? Because we're always looking at like the individual competitors. So you have an idea of like, okay, well, this country has 3 or 4, you know, great sprinters, so their relay team is going to be great. So I guess in my mind it was just kind of like, you follow what I'm saying? Like, because we're not running relays throughout the year. So we're more so running as individuals. So yeah, of course we look at them as competition, of course. Um, I was recruited from high school. Yeah. Um, what records do I have at my high school? I think whatever event I ran in high school. Damn, that sounded shady as hell. I'm sorry. I haven't. I mean, I'm pretty certain I have the 400 record, and I actually may not have the 200 record. And I was on like our 4x4 and 4x2. I'm pretty certain whatever that record is or was, I was on that relay. Tracy Love, I would love to come back to the 2019 World Relays. I've been crowned the queen of relays. And I mean, World Relays is just always fun, and it's a great you know, meet. My thoughts on Worlds 2019 being in end of September, start of October, my thoughts are thank God. Because at least thank God from this end of things, because I'm injured and I'm not starting. So for me, it personally gives me more time to get healthy and get into shape for the 2019 season. So that's that. Now for what it does for the 2020 season, yeah. But yeah. It is going to be hot in Doha, but you know what? It's going to be hot for everybody. And it was hot as hell in Osaka. And, you know, we found a way. It was hot for everybody. So, you know, we just got to figure it out. That rule targets mostly black female athletes. That might be true. Hi, Kenneth. I've missed you guys too. Dina Asher Smith had an amazing year. Like, she crushed it this year. Especially, I guess, let me come back to the second part of your question in a second. Especially after her 2017 season, where I know she was injured for much of the season. And then when she came to Worlds, it was like that glimpse of like, oh my God, I was injured, but I was still able to come back and do, like, her story was just amazing of like, I didn't know what I was going to come here and do, but I came out here and I'm having not the meat of my life, but you know, it was the event that showed her that like, yo, you still got it. Like, you got hurt, but man, imagine if you could just put it all together and be healthy. And that's what 2018 was for her. The last part of your question, though, or your comment, it's great to have a British girl challenging you Americans, etc. Is that how the rest of the world like views us, like you Americans? Like, because I don't know that like we, and I guess because I don't know. No, all right. Let me take it back. You know, we definitely, when talking about the relays and the sprints, I can't speak for the distance runs, but we always know like, okay, Jamaica, Russia, Great Britain, they gonna be there. That's gonna be like, you know. So yeah, but it was just reading that, it was like challenging you Americans. Like, well, damn, that's how you feel about us. Kenneth, I will most likely be at the Armory this year, but it won't be running. Oh gosh, what are my thoughts on the controversy with Serena and women's inequality in athletics? She's absolutely right. There's definitely inequalities, from the way we're paid, the way we're treated, the way we're talked about, the way we're viewed. It's, yeah. Alex, I don't know how wholesome that was. Connor, yes, we are. We bring it in the sprints. We do. But I wonder though, Jamaica, hold on, let's pull it back here. Oh, excuse me, I done spit all over my phone. Did you guys view the Jamaicans the same way? Because the Jamaicans had a reign since 2008 to dang near now. Like, it was just, I don't know, reading that, it was just kind of like, you Americans. It was almost like, you black people. It was, don't crucify me on that, but it was just like, dang. Zante, congratulations. That's amazing. LaShawn, I disagree. Yeah. Ugh. Whew, okay. um, my advice on body image, I have a lot of advice on that. Because I am one of, yeah, I'm excited for Shelly Ann's comeback too. I was watching her this year coming back off of that baby, and she's 30 plus. Like, yes. Um, but I talk about it all the time. I am someone who suffered from with body image, being one of the larger girls. Now in my adulthood, being one of the larger girls in the 400-meter field, I get people saying things to me all the time. And yes, I run the 400, so my body weight is incredibly important, and it is something that I'm like always like. I told my fiance, like, all right, I got this little summer love weight. I got engaged. I put on a few extra pounds. Like, get this stuff out the house. Like, I gotta get back in, shape for the season. So it's a very fine line being an athlete, because there is some of it, I guess, I signed up for in terms of the critiquing that I get from the public. And then as a teenager, I feel like I'm jumping all over the place. But as a teenager, I ran track my whole life. So my body didn't develop the way that the rest of the girls developed when we were going through puberty and such. But, I've had to come to a place where I love my body. My body has taken me to some amazing places, done some amazing things. But I do think it's incredibly important how you view yourself and how you speak to yourself. So I definitely wanted to make sure that I address that, because that is, yeah. How would you feel about street racing in Chicago? I think that would be dope. Street racing, period. I've done a couple. I always have fun with those. Can you see my outfit? I just have on jeans. This fuzzy sweater I got last year or a year before. I think it was last year, from Banana Republic, and I just put 2 brooches on here from Banana Republic as well. It was like 50 degrees in Austin today, so thanks, Daryl. Let me scroll back up. I feel like I missed a few questions. Oh, yeah, she's a passionate player. She's passionate, but I don't know that I agreed with her response, or the way she handled her response. Other countries are getting better too. Poland, yeah, Poland is coming through. And yet, I caught them ponytails at the last games. I think it was their trainer who did their hair. Yes, Poland is coming through. But see, that's the thing. And like what I said earlier, of like, we always know Jamaica, Great Britain, Russia, but we never count anyone out too. Like, anyone can have, just as much as we can have the race of our lives, anybody else can have the race of their lives. So that, I guess that's why it was kind of interesting to me for it to be like, you Americans, it's just like, I don't count anybody out, like from the smallest country to the largest country. So yeah, don't count nobody out, because you're right. Poland is coming through, South Africa, Australia, like, yeah. Okay. Okay. All right. Woo. Okay, now I gotta catch up. Okay, Kenneth Coleman. Is that really your name? Okay, Kenneth Cole. Okay, Kenneth Coleman. Can you comment on the entire issue with gender and Serena Williams? I know you lightly commented, but more importantly, Serena was banned from wearing her black bodysuit, catsuit, and the same issue. Now that part, I 100% agree with that. I feel like I don't know the demographics of who's in here, but I'm just gonna keep it funky. Serena is one of those people that, from when we were talking about body image, she has always been that person that I look to, that like, She's not your cookie cutter athlete, and she has this powerful, amazing, beautiful body, and she has been criticized for it. But what? Can you beat her on the court? No, you can't. So I think that rule, that banning, came from people being threatened by it. That now that I'm rocking with her on. Now, okay, I feel that my sister Serena Williams was soft shoeing and dancing around the issue of why she really was targeted and cost a game. It wasn't just a woman's issue, it was a race issue as well. So the problem that I have with that is that Osaka was also black. So I, now I'm not going to take race completely out of the conversation, because yes, she is a black woman, and she's a black woman of a certain stature and accomplished, and but let's not forget Osaka was black, and whether she's half Japanese and black, let's keep it funky. If you got an ounce of black in you to this world, you're black. So I don't necessarily agree with that. Gabrielle, I don't count calories. I don't. Yeah, there's definitely a level of sexism when we're told what we can and can't wear. For sure. You're not out there telling a man what he can't wear. You're not out there telling a man he can't take his shirt off. But if we take our shirt off, then, it's a problem. So, yeah, it's definitely. Okay, wait. Ooh, I scrolled down too fast. Oh, no, wait. Yup, you Americans. Unfortunately, I try to stay away from this topic because y'all know how I feel about, but that 4760, I don't see it happening. They're hating on her because she's black and she's breaking their records. Excuse me. Okay. I was talking about the official and the media. The official and the media. I know who you were talking about. So this is where you gotta hold the media to some level of accountability, but this is where I also feel like we have to take our blinders off and see a situation for what it really was. So first, let's backtrack. And everyone was going on and on about how the ref stole a game from her, which, whether or not we want to say that we stole a game from her or not, Serena wasn't winning that match. Like, it just was. If you looked at how she was playing, as a matter of fact, if you looked at how she was playing all season, she wasn't winning that match. Osaka beat her earlier this year in, like, I think it was 2 sets or two. Let's start off with that, right? So I think we get caught up in who our favorite is, and because that's our favorite, we let certain things fly. And I'm going to use this as an example, and I hope you guys follow where I'm going with this. I'm going to go back to the 2016 race in Rio. The world wanted Allyson Felix to win that race. And everyone was upset, or people were upset with Shaunae Miller. And I always start this conversation off with, if you disqualify Shaunae Miller, I get a bronze medal. Start it off with that, right? I do not believe Shaunae intentionally cheated. I don't think she cheated at all. I think she ran the race of her life. And if you've ever run a 400 or any race actually in your life where you've put your heart and soul on the lines, things happen. Your legs literally say, F you, I'm done. There's nothing left. So, and I genuinely believe that's what happened to Shaunae. That's what happened. But because the world wanted Allyson Felix to win, Shaunae was painted to be She cheated. She should be disqualified. She should, and her entire moment was stolen from her. And I feel like same thing. You can kind of apply a similar thing, because I now challenge you that if it was the other way around and Allison was the one who fell at the line, would that have been the narrative? So that's why I say I have mixed feelings about the whole Osaka Serena thing. I will be the first to admit I am cheering Serena on. I want Serena to be the one to change the narrative. You can have a baby, you can be in your 30s and still be dominating and still be crushing it. 100%. But if we go back to how this match was actually going, I think we got caught up in the fact that we wanted Serena to win. We wanted Serena to be the champion. And now Osaka's moment is completely gone and lost. The girl had to apologize for winning. That I don't think is cool. And I think the media is responsible. And I also think that we have to be able to separate the two. And I think Serena is seasoned enough and enough of a veteran that I didn't like the way that she handled that situation. I don't. I think that there was another way to go about and let me say this, I agreed 100% with everything that she said. That, however, was not the time and place to do that. And Serena, while we can sit here and say she was, the match was stolen, the this was taken, the this, the that, if it was anybody else who did that, the match wouldn't have even continued. Like, it just would have been done. So, all right, I'm done. Yeah, and the whole coaching rule, and then that was another thing. Her coach has gone on record, gone in interviews and said, I was coaching her. I absolutely was coaching her. But nobody's talking about that. Now that I will agree, but that's a race thing. Like, let's keep the narrative on. Let's make the black woman the bad guy instead of talking about what this white man just admitted to doing that was against the rules. But that got lost in the, her match got stolen and this, so, okay, I'm done. Let's go back to some of these questions. Yeah, the images that they made about her were totally racist, totally inappropriate, totally, and again, I'll go back to the media is absolutely responsible. Absolutely. I was dissatisfied for Osaka. That's my point. Her moment was totally stolen. No, I will not coach. I think Sydney has a darn good shot at breaking that world record. Darn good shot. Okay. Let me try to catch up with these. Yep. Osaka should have been able to enjoy her moment. The breaking records argument, I would take that more seriously, or not. Let me not say take that more seriously. If she were having a better season and performing better this season, then I would say that yes. But okay, when you finally give up, okay, yep, mindset going into Tokyo 2020, I gotta get there. That's my mindset. Yes, but when the rule lets you dive to win the race, was that a rule though? That's not a rule, and no one's that's the thing. Like, no one's thinking like, oh, let me jump across the line. Like, no. So yeah, I don't think that was fair. Okay. Hey, now that part was the young lady play. Yeah, the girl was playing the game of her life again. I saw the images, and so Pierre, to say this, to go back to answer that, I 100% am holding the media accountable, but I think that we have to be able to take our blinders off and also see a situation for what it is. Yes, my mom probably I think I get more no, my mom probably gets more nervous than I do. Tiffany Greenwald back. What Tiffany Greenwald did I have? Oh, at my apartment. I know. When I was coming on, I was like, dang, it's kind of boring, but um oh yeah, you're right. Shamir, Corey, Sydney, Dalila. That 400 world record is in danger. 400 hurdles. It's in danger. It is. It is. To decertify. Oh, wait. The USOC moving to decertify USA Gymnastics cause of abuse scandals. That's a tough one. That is a tough one. I don't know all of the, and then if I have any questions for you guys, I'll think about that. I don't know. I'm not versed enough in that, but being a female athlete who, like, even within my, now starting my foundation and just wanting to pour back into girls, coming up through sport, period, like gender equality, like being treated for creating a safe space for athletes, period, for female athletes, is like a priority of mine. So, but it's also tough where, you train, I know what I've trained my whole life for that moment that, so having to deny that, but if that's what they have to do to make the sport a safe sport, it's kind of one of those necessary, I hate that. So I don't know. Yeah, Simone Biles is killing it. She's a beast. Pierre, what were you agreeing with me on? Miles Jameson, you sent me an email. What email did you send me from? I do have a ton of emails that I need to get back to. I'm not even gonna lie. The men's 400 hurdles. Oh, okay, yeah. The media is definitely responsible. Or yeah. No, I didn't watch that fight. I did not watch that fight. I feel like I saw some stuff up here that I missed. Yes, I'm in Michelle's wedding. I don't think I got that email. Yeah, Shawnee Pot, she could. She's definitely run sub 22 consistently. I am too. All right, so I've been on here for almost, we're gonna go 6 more minutes to an hour and a half, and then I'm out. Okay, 2030. All right, 2030, I'm gonna be somewhere rocking my chillins to sleep. That 40, exactly, it's unbelievable. Oh, I don't know about that 200 400 double. Yeah, I don't know about that. It affects body fat, affects yeah, it affects from the 100 to the 400. It affects that you got to be fit, period. Like 100 400. Yeah. Are athletes allowed to drink alcohol? Yes, we are. You think Miller will run 47.6? You are honest with your post, and congrats on your engagement. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks, Clifford. Will it impact my training? Will what impact my training? Alcohol? Yeah. Everything. Listen, if I don't sleep properly, everything affects my training. I didn't get an email from you. I'm sorry, Miles. I'm not sure who you sent an email to, but I didn't get an email. My go-to cheat meal? I don't know. I have so many. I love cheeseburgers. When I have kids, would I want them to run track? Nope. Oh, wait. Okay. No. I understood what you meant by which distance. It doesn't matter. Like, you need to be as fit as possible for either event. No, I'm not training on foot yet. Yep. Shauna Lee, that is correct. Alcohol dehydrates you and has too many simple sugars, depending on what alcohol you're drinking. But yeah. All right, so we have a little less than 4 minutes. Oh yeah, I gotta get Sonia on too. Yeah, we'll figure out a way to make that happen. We're both incredible. I mean, everybody's busy, but I like how you said previously that the last 100 and the 4 feels the same. It does. I am still signed with Under Armour. I am, and the biggest perk of having a sports brand sponsorship, just that support. Like, it is expensive to be a professional athlete, and in track and field, we are not, like, we have to pay for our training. So we got to live and we got to pay for our training. I'm literally a walking investment. So yeah, that is the biggest perk. Yeah, I love their clothes too. Do I do gym classes as a group? Nah. Sprinter 19, I don't know. Yo, if they're running 48, 49 in the 400 hurdles, that's crazy. Thank you. Thanks, Carrie. All right, guys, 2 more minutes and I'm out of here. This coffee is running through me. I gotta run to the restroom. Yes, I'm doing my 12 days of Christmas. Thank you. Thanks, Daryl. This is moving slower than after I just went through all of that about Serena. Serena is my all-time favorite athlete. No, you don't know. Okay, Steve, I see you. Come through. Come through. All right, guys. Yeah, I'm definitely more than meets the eye. I think we're all more than meets the eye. All right, guys, this was fun. I definitely stayed on way longer than I was planning on staying on, but you guys had some good questions. As always, I appreciate, yes, track should definitely get more TV time. But as always, I appreciate you guys. New video coming on Wednesday. I need to look at the schedule. What's on the schedule? I don't remember, but be on the lookout for that. And yeah, if you're not subscribed, I don't know how you're in here, but if you're not, go ahead and subscribe, and also thumbs up this video too. But anyway, bye guys. No, you can't judge anybody without knowing them.